Oh boy, that's a great way to start the stream. The barn door's open. Hi, everybody. Hmm. All right. Well, this is the Kitten Academy live stream, and we are in the Annex with the fancy feasters. Okay, problem solved. Uh, Sorry about that. Anyway, the kittens have just been trying to climb my legs for the last couple minutes, but of course, now that we start the stream, that's going to be over. We'll see. Everybody's playing though, so this is a good time to do it. And as you've seen on the regular Kitten Academy live stream, I got the date of the graduation surgeries for some of the other kittens wrong. It is today. I think I've been saying it's the 9th all along, but it's not. It's the 8th today, and today is the day that, let's see, it's Shire and Morgan and Brumby have gone to the vet today to get their graduation surgeries, which is their spays and neuters. We just call them that for historical reasons. Somebody did point out once that we should call it the final exam, and I do think that makes a lot more sense, but so far it hasn't stuck. We're just still calling them graduation surgeries. Come on up here, MacNut. You can do it. Good job, buddy. Good job. So they're getting their surgery today, and the rest of the older kittens will be getting their surgeries on the 16th, including their mom. So that it would be Clyde and QP and their mom Tilbury will be getting their surgery on the 16th. And we've arranged, roughly arranged the adoption dates. I think Shire is actually possibly going to go home this weekend. None of this is absolutely confirmed yet, but then the next ones will be on the 18th. We'll see Morgan and Clyde are getting adopted together. So Morgan and Clyde will be going home on the 19th, I think is that Saturday, right? And somebody else is also going on Saturday. I want to say Saturday the 19th. Thinking. Brumby. Must be Brumby. Yes. Yes, Michelle said that. I do think that's right. I think it's Brumby that's going to be going on Saturday the 19th. After that, I don't think that we'll see anybody going until after Christmas. I think. I've got to double check all that for you guys, but that's roughly the schedule, and it will be not too long after that everybody is gone. I do know that their mom, Tilbury's not going to get picked up until sometime to be specified in January. So she'll be here the longest, but just as loved and just as adopted. She just gets to stay a tiny bit longer than the others, and that's fine because she does so well with the faculty. She could stay here as long as she wants. Look at MacNut, expert climber. So that is what is going on. I feel like I had some other things to share with you guys this morning, and it's, my brain needs to start firing. I don't know. Oh, there was no live stream yesterday because I got super busy. That was the other stuff I wanted to tell you guys about. Because of all the stuff I was doing yesterday, I went all day without the live stream, and then normally I might try to do one in the evening, but then DJ came home unexpectedly. But DJ now is going to be gone for the next 2 weeks. I won't be seeing her again until roughly Christmas time. She's going to take Custard with her to the apartment, so. Because I was spending time with her last night, and because I got distracted by all that, we didn't do the live stream. But I mean the close-up stream yesterday. But I did yesterday morning. I accomplished a whole bunch. We moved stuff around in this room. We got rid of their box, the box that they had. They kept peeing in the corner of it. So instead of the box now, we've got two litter boxes, one in each corner. They seem to like the corners. And so far, fingers crossed, it seems like that's working pretty well for getting them to start to use the litter boxes. So I'm happy about that. Um, we also made some changes downstairs. Somebody vomited. I think it was Custard actually, but somebody vomited all over their cardboard condo in the main room, and it was getting pretty old and torn up and chewed anyway. And DJ was just sick of it, so she said it was time for it to go, and so it did. So there's no cardboard condo in the room downstairs right now, and we thought about we considered briefly buying a new one for the next class for these kids, I guess. But I decided against it. I thought, you know what? It's time. We've got plenty of new things to try. I think it's time to try something new for the next class, and we'll get a cardboard condo if we want, or we might not. We might try returning to the cage. You guys remember the cage with the hammock in it? We might bring that down there. And we've also got this giant mushroom, which is much bigger than it appears. And we've got a matching snail that's even bigger than that. So they can have the mushroom and the snail. And that could be fun. This mushroom, by the way, turns out to be even cooler than I thought. Because it's not just a weird shaped mushroom, it's also open underneath. See that? And in the middle under here, so they can climb up and out, and which they have been doing. If you watch, that you'll occasionally see the kitten. It won't be long until they're too big to do that, but it'll still be a fun thing for them to reach through, I think, to hit each other and to play. So that's a fun toy. And there is a snail that is made by the same company that kind of matches, that is still in a box downstairs, that they will end up getting at some point when they're ready. I just thought they've got enough right now in this room, and the snail's also much bigger, so who knows. Anyway, we'll work all that out, but my point was please don't send us condos. If we can get the condos ourselves when we're ready for more, and it's too much to ask of anybody. So, and we're not looking for one, and that's my point. So. I love, love, love how generous everybody is for these kittens. It's wonderful. It's truly, truly wonderful. Sometimes you guys are almost too generous, and I would feel bad if people started sending us condos just because we didn't have one, when right now the plan is to try to not have one. So that's my point. Oh, I wanted to mention something else. I know we've been having a little bit of trouble keeping these kids on camera for everybody. And I just before we started this stream hooked up a camera specifically pointed right at the nut house. It is just a nut house camera and nothing else. And we will get that on the stream, and I think that will help us, because when they are not visible out here playing, they're almost always gathered together in the nut house, and we didn't have a good camera on it for a couple days. But now I think we've got it set. So feeling good about that too. I think everything's coming together. Oh, and the other thing I did yesterday was photo shoots. I went and I took these kids next door for just a real quick photo shoot with just it. I used a Christmas backdrop, and I had initially planned on getting some Christmas props to go in the photos with them, but I didn't. And so it's just them with a little bit of a snowflake backdrop and nothing else. But I think they're going to be cute pictures. It's time. And that was fun. And they all did okay. It was a little weird for each of them being out of the room, I think. I also have a long collection of candid shots I've taken of them in this room since the last time we published the photos of them, which has been a while. So there's going to be a whole bunch of pictures of these kids coming soon to the blog. And then, of course, I also did the graduation photo shoot, the classic graduation photo shoot of the kids downstairs. And that should be really, really good. We did it, I've always done the graduation photo shoot with just a plain white background. I should say almost always. I think always. Anyway, so I went with just the plain white background again and nothing else. But some of the photos are really good. And as I thought, because those older kids are such a fan of the feather toy, I brought it in and I used it to get their attention to take a group photo. Came out, I think at least one of them will have come out great. I took a whole bunch. Oh, he got bit by his brother. That's what that yell was for. I was like, what did I do? I hardly touched him. But yes, he got chomped on by Caviar, probably right in a sensitive bit too. Sorry, buddy. He'll be back. So that was Champ. This is Caviar. Hi, Caviar. That's Champ. There he is. And his sister, that's Saffron. And this one is Macadamia Nut. Now, so far, they're all eating, but Macadamia Nut and Caviar are the best at eating. They eat tons, and they're always up for treats. I've been giving them baby food. Been giving them chicken, leftover chicken from Thanksgiving. We finally got all that is gone. And they are always down for it. In fact, they are really down for it. Caviar and Mac will both fight for treats, and they'll even like push their mom away, or try to anyway. She's just as insistent as they are, and she's very strong. So they're not usually able to push her away, but you'll see it's really cute. They'll like put their paw on her head and like this and try to push her away. Very cute when they're trying to eat a treat. So these two are big on the food, the real food. They also will settle down and eat from the food dish with their mom when she's eating, and so that's great. Then in third place is our little girl Saffron, who will eat, but so far I've only seen her eating with my encouragement, not really voluntarily. That's Saffron and Champ over there fighting. And then finally, in last place is our Champ, little Champagne, who still refuses really to eat anything. A couple times I've gotten him to take a little bit of food from my hand, but not much, not enough. And then he just wants to nurse. That's him on the bottom. I guess Champ is going to turn out to be one of those ironic names, like calling a big guy tiny. So that's all right. We still love him, of course. We should get weights for these kids. I don't think I weighed them yesterday either because I was so busy doing everything. Of course, I feel like no matter what their weights are, they have been showing me that they are really healthy and active and feeling good. Speaking of being healthy and active and feeling good, their mom has been great. Now, she's been sneezy still a little bit, so she's got, still something going on. Maybe it's allergies. I almost might believe it's allergies because we had the window open for a while yesterday, and it seemed like maybe that set her off a little bit. Question mark. Not really sure. But whatever it is that's going on with her, it's mostly taken care of because you can see now she has her eyes open. She looks beautiful. Look at those beautiful, lovely green eyes. Oh, such a pretty cat with her little heart-shaped button on her nose. Yeah, you look real good. Plus, she's been meowing at the door and asking to come out at every opportunity. And I did let her come out for just a minute last night, hoping that she would run into some of the friendlier faculty. But after she wandered around a little bit and didn't see anybody, she started to head for the bedroom. And I didn't want her to get under the bed where I'd have to work to try to get her out. So I cut it short and brought her back in here. And that was that. I think she's going to get more chances. I feel like she's going to be great with the faculty because she's always watching them through the door with no reaction, just perfectly neutral. And that's really good, really good. But it's still, we've been fooled before. And so I'm always extra cautious about introducing cats, especially when they have tiny kittens around, which tends to make them a little extra protective. So it's a tough call. I'm not just going to open the door and let her run out, but I am going to try, as I have time and comfort, to introduce her to some of the easier cats first, the more respectful ones. For instance, I know Ari is going to sniff her and then hiss at her, and I don't want that to be her first experience, because that's what he always does. And I know Maggie will be perfectly respectful, but can also be a little up in her face, and some cats don't like that. So I don't want Maggie to be the first either. Probably my preference would be for Logan to be the first one that she's going to meet because he'll be a little cautious, and if she gives him a dirty look, he'll just run away. And that's probably a real good first experience. So I think Logan is probably the way to go. Smokey would be easy because Smokey is not going to cause any damage to her. Even if Smokey gets mad, she's all just sound and fury, but she has no teeth or claws, so she's not going to hurt anybody. But she does get irritated sometimes, and I would almost worry more for Smokey, because if she decides, if Truffle decides that she's going to be angry at faculty, I wouldn't want her to take it out on Smokey. I really think, all in all, Logan's probably the best choice, so I'm waiting for an opportunity for Logan to be nearby and for me to introduce them and see how she does. She being Truffle, so we'll see. So we'll see. My point though is I've got high hopes, because so far she's given every indication that she will do just fine with other cats. But there's always the final test of actually doing it and seeing what happens. What's up, champ? Have you got food on your nose, champ? That's a good sign. If you do, that means you've actually been eating something when I wasn't looking. Looks like food. I can't see, he's behind me. I gotta turn all the way around. Oh, he's right behind me. Oh, I can't get him from either side. Buddy. Hi, what is that? That looks like food all over your nose. Old food. Maybe you have been eating something. That would be good news. This Caviar here, settled down in my lap. I see Debbie, the Mad Bee. What about Eddie? Eddie would probably also be an okay choice for a first introduction, but the chances of Eddie being here and hanging out for even half a second after something strange happens, like opening the annex door, not very good. So he would just run away instantly, probably before she even got to see him, and it just doesn't seem likely. But if he were there, I would try Eddie, sure. That's a little too bitey, pal. You want to bite something? I got some food you can bite. Why don't you? Oh, ow, that's super bitey. Here, try biting this instead. You want to bite something? Here, fight me. Fight this. It turns out it's pretty yummy, isn't it? So this is as much as I've gotten him to do for eating before. He'll take a little bit of food from my fingers and then he gets tired of it or gets distracted or his brother Caviar jumps on him and then he stops eating and goes away. Um, there we go. But the final sort of test, the final thing that we're trying to do when we get him to eat is to transition him to the food bowl. And what normally I'm doing, normally I'm feeding him next to the food dish, and I get him to eat out of my fingers, and then I slowly lower my fingers down to the food dish until he's basically eating out of the food dish, and then I take my hand away, and if he keeps eating out of the food dish, then that's the win. And that's the step that everybody else has done except him. So this is cool that he's doing this, but it's not everything we want. We want more than that, don't we? Of course, if I set him up next to the food dish right now, he'll probably just stop eating. I guess we could try it real quick as long as my fingers are already all dirty. Got it? He's sitting on top of his brother Caviar, by the way. Caviar, look at that. Caviar's just asleep, doesn't mind at all. Come here, buddy. Let's see if we can set you up by the food dish with a little pile of food. Let's do this the right way. Come here. You gonna try it? Come here. Are you even gonna just keep eating for me? Okay, good. Well, we moved him over by the food dish and he's still eating, so that's something. Maybe today's the day. you know, it's not like he was never going to start eating. You know, they all start eventually. And we knew it had to be soon. Oh, he dropped a piece. Okay. So maybe this is it. Maybe we're finally ready. Can we get him to eat out of the dish, though? Oops, oops, oops. This is very tricky for me to film and everything from this angle. I'm doing my best. Hi, pal. Hi. Yeah, okay. Where'd that go? Okay. All right, hang on. No, he's sniffing it. He's like, is that the same stuff I was just eating? It sure is. Here, let's pile some up. Usually if I pile it up a little bit too, that's also helpful. There we go. Oh, no, 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 you're going the wrong way. Come here. Okay, well, yeah, gold star, we tried. Come on, let's just try one more time real quick before we give up. I know this filming is great, but I'm doing the best I can with him. And on the other side, MacNut is trying to hit all the camera controls. MacNut, come on now. Come on, pet. I'll get you down over here. There you go. Just a little bit over here. There we go. There we go, champ. Hey, look, you're almost a champ, buddy. Almost a champ. There we go. Yes! That is it. Now he's eating from the dish, and he doesn't even know it, and his mom's going to push him out, of course, because she's always got to get involved at the worst time. Yay! Good. That is the first time I've seen him transition to the bowl. Normally at this point, what I like to do is make sure that he has some food piled up in front of him so he doesn't have to try too hard his first time out. I'll keep getting some food up there in front of him. There we go. You can see I'm wearing my cat foot socks, by the way. The creepy ones. Yeah, this is good. Keep going, buddy. Good, good, good. A nice start. Let's see how much he can eat before we do our little weigh-in with him. Mom seems like she's always got to come over and get involved when the kittens are eating. And she's, you know, most moms kind of will defer to their kittens and let them, you know, if there's a toy or there's food or treats or something. Tilly, for instance, if I give Tilly and all of her kittens chicken, as soon as Tilly realizes that her kittens have chicken, she stops eating her piece, even if they're not anywhere near her, until they're all done, and then she'll clean up. You can clearly see that this mom is not that same way. She's going to push little Champ out of the way here, buddy. Champ, keep going. You had this. Are you done for now? Okay, you can be a delicate eater today. We're fine. You made some progress, and that's good. You gotta go back to it. I think you should. No, okay. All the other three kittens, by the way, have climbed into my lap while we were doing this. It's still caviar on the bottom, and little Mac nut here on top, and then on top of that, oh no, I got it backwards. This is our sister, saffron on the bottom, Mac nut, and then caviar. And Champ's over here cleaning up after his big meal, his tiny meal. You need to eat more than that, buddy. Okay. Well, we do need to weigh these kittens, as cute as they are, all napping here in my lap. Oh, hey, your finger tastes like food. What happened? Mm-hmm. Okay. Hi, Mac. Okay. All right. I got to get up. Let's weigh these babies. Let's clean off my fingers, too. Where's the wipes? Oh, the wipes are right behind me. Maybe I can do this without the wipe part, at least, without getting up. So I see there's a little piece of food that fell on my pants. I'll put that back where it belongs. Hang on 1 second. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, champ? You feel like you ate a little bit, but you're not as full as your brothers are when they eat. You can definitely do a little more. You should think about it. Look, it's right there. It's right in front of your face. Now? What? Who's yelling? Are you done yelling now? Are you yelling because your brother got off of your head? That's a weird reason to yell. Okay. I need to get the scale. It's over on the other side of the room, so we're going to have to get up. Oh, we got to get up, buddy. Okay. Oh, up and at him. All right. Here we go. Bring it over here to the babies. Put it down right where those wipes are. That was a good planning. Okay, put it right. I think that's good. Let's see. Good. All right. Oh, 0, 0. Why aren't we hitting 0? Okay, now we're at 0. All right, let's try this. We can use the donkey for calibration. Let's see. Yep, he weighs 1.1. Oh, 1.2. Okay. All right. I should mark his weight somewhere. 1.2. We'll have to remember that. And there we go. There's our little girl. Saffron weighs 16.3. She's over a pound today. Good job. Good job, little Saffron. Look at you. It's so shiny. Look at you. Look how pretty you are. You see yourself there? Who is that kitty? Okay, so that's Saffron. Oh. Number 2 is Macnut. Mac. Hi, Mac. Oh, who do you see? 17.1 ounces of Macnut. Oh, he's trying to hit his mom and fell off the scale. Okay. So then number 3 is going to be our new eater, Champ. Who do you see, Champ? Champ weighs 17.2. All right, and then of course the big one. Come here, buddy. What have you got on you? This is Caviar. Caviar, what do you weigh today? Oh, I can feel how much heavier you are than everybody else. He's a big kid. Wow. 20.7 ounces. Oh, we'll give him 20.6. That's fine. Shave a little off there. Good job, buddy. So big and heavy. All right. Well, that sounds like good numbers for everybody, so I'm happy about all that. And I'll get those put into the spreadsheet after the close-up. Hey, as long as you're sitting right here, Mom, let's weigh you too. You can have a turn, okay? We weigh Mom in pounds, and probably under 6, just like she always is. Yeah, we're weighing 5.53, 5.54 is what I saw. Let's just give her one more try. 5.54. All right, that's what we're going to go with. 5.5 pounds of mom cat, and that's her with her belly's all full, and she's still got milk, so she's like a 5-pound cat by nature. Wow, such a tiny, tiny mom with a little heart-shaped nose. She's got a small head. Like, it's hard to tell, but once you start seeing her next to the faculty, I bet you'll be like, oh my gosh, she's so small. I mean, she's half the size of Ari, for example, who's already pretty small on his own. So, she's a tiny little girl. So sweet. Oh my gosh, she likes to climb up in my lap and just snuggle. We were doing that last night. Her kittens were there. Of course, when she thinks there's treats involved, she does not quit asking for treats. So, real fun, real sweet. It is hot in this room right now. I wonder, maybe I should open the window a little bit. I guess it's not too warm for cats. Cats like it warm. So, there we have it. That's everybody. We got the weights done. I explained all about all the fun stuff that we did yesterday, the changes in the room. We've got a camera on the nut house today, so we should be able to keep kittens on the stream. 3 of the older kittens are at the vet today getting their surgeries, and the others will be going on the 16th. And I think that the first adoption is maybe this weekend is Shire, or maybe he's on the 19th also. I don't know. and then a few of the others are going home on the 19th, and then QP around the 26th, I think, 27th, something like that. And then sometime in January, their mom, Tilbury. So there you have it. Oh, yeah, Pat MM, thanks for reminding me. These kids are also scheduled for their first vet visit and their first vaccination on the 16th, the same day that the rest of the older kids are going to get their surgeries. So what we're going to do is drop the older kids off in the morning to get their surgeries and then bring all these kids in when we go to pick them up around 3 in the afternoon. So that should be the plan. And yeah, so that's everything. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. And you are a big part of helping us do what we do and get these kittens adopted. Just the fact that you watch means that we have more potential people looking at these little kittens, and getting them adopted to the best homes is always what we're about to do. So thank you all so much for that. I really, really, really am thankful and appreciate it quite a bit. All right, champ, say goodbye to everybody. Don't forget, you can keep watching these kids all day long on the Kitten Academy live stream. Look at that, a cow and a cow. You matched that bed pretty well, MacNut.